Yes.
Right. Okay, if I just want to put here, so what should I do? If I want to put it here, what should I do? I just want to remove the comma here, but I just want to put this here. Then can I do this? Or can't? I want to remove the comma after this 120. And I want to put this if and else here after incrementing. Can I do this or cannot? If I really want to do this, what I should do? If you understood, then
And
you will be able to answer. තේරුණානම් ඔයාලා උත්තර දෙන්න ඕනද? Can I do
Sir,
this?
could you repeat the question, please?
Sorry?
end if this end if
No, no, no.
Which?
I want to
one, sir?
put.
Yeah.
So there are. So I think you have not understood that. That's right. Still, I
No, no,
think.
no. Which one, sir? Could you repeat the question?
Right. I'll repeat this. Okay. Now I want to put this if else after incrementing C. What I want is I want to get this result. I want to remove the comma, the last comma.
Yeah.
Because if I put the general statement like this without putting if else, if I put a general statements, it will put comma in each and every statement. So my
Yeah.
output will be ugly because I have a comma at the end. I don't like this. I don't need the comma at the end. I just want to remove this. Therefore, I'm applying if else. So you know why I am applying if else? You have to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
First of all, I'm applying
Yeah,
if else because I just want to remove this comma. That's all.
yeah.
But I'm putting this after incrementing C. When I put
No,
this
but
and
then it
run,
won't work.
right? Yeah, it won't work. Why? It will remove the comma.
In
Yeah,
between the 120 and 720.
yeah, 120 and 720. But I just
Yeah.
want to remove the comma after 720.
Put that C equals C plus 1 after else.
Yes, that can be done. Of course, that can be
Yeah.
done. But can I put, without putting that, can I do this? Without just changing the statement order, can I do this?
No.
What if I put 7 here?
Yeah, then 720 and the next number will get joined. No?
Which one? But next
720
number,
and plus
next
7.
fine
number will not
practice
be
6 no.
printed.
Yeah,
Next
6
number will
only no.
not be printed. Because after incrementing C, are we calculating factorial? We are not calculating factorial. After incrementing C, we are just printing. We are not calculating.
Yeah.
So then what will happen? That's what you have to carefully understand. This can be there in your examination. I know that these kind of questions will come for your exam. So then what you're going to do? So you have to carefully understand this. Otherwise, here you can see. So then this comma will be removed.
I got.
So the case that you said, 720 and the next number will be joined. That will happen only if I'm calculating this after, that will happen only if I'm calculating this after the increment. After the increment, if I'm calculating, then that kind of thing will happen. Then between 720 and the next number, the comma will be, but again, then this will be dropped now. The first one will be dropped now. Because first one, I'm not carrying. The first one, 1 into 1, I'm not carrying. I'm starting from 1 into 2. Right? So please understand the order. You have what you have to do. I can't do this for you, right? So please understand, I can't do this for you. So what do you have to do now?
Practice.
That you have to practice. So nothing else. You have to practice changing statements here and there. So maybe you will do mistakes. You will not get the number. You will not get the expected results. You will get unexpected results like this. But that to happen, what should you do? You have to practice.
So
Yeah.
give us some
Otherwise,
questions like this.
yeah.
Yeah,
Otherwise, what will happen? If you write the same thing
So,
after
sir, we can
taking the print stream,
practice.
that's why I don't like that pattern. If you write the same thing after the print stream, you try my example. And by doing that, you will never learn. Because you will get only one pattern. But if you try this, you will do a lot of
True, true,
mistakes.
sir.
If you try this, you will do a lot of mistakes. By doing the
Yeah.
mistakes, you will learn, that's why this happened. That's why this happened. That's why this comma is removed. And if I put 7, yes. So 7 is the next number. So if I put the 7th position, then the comma is removed. But that doesn't affect the output because our calculation is before implementing the C. So that has not affected our outcome. So same thing you can write in multiple ways. Same thing you can write in multiple ways. Right? So understand that if you put 6, you can put it here. If you put 7, you can put it this. And in the exam, they can do this mistake purposely and ask you the output. They can do this kind of mistake purposely and ask you the output. And you can put, so next you will ask how to correct this. Sometimes you might tell 6, but 6, put in 6, so you can get this one. Right? So, oh, there will be another answer. Put in 6 and reorder in the statement like this. Reorder in the statements like this. What happens if you put if and else here? That will be examination question. What happens if you put if and else here? Then if and else will be falling, yes, after the loop.
Under while, yeah, after the loop.
After the while loop. So that will give, right, something like this. Only one result. Because factorial is just the last one. Then you have to check what happens if you put 7 here. C is 7. When this terminates, C is 7, then the comma, the last comma will be removed. 720. So this will give the same output as this. Print factorial. That will give the same. Though these two lines can be replaced with this single line. See? You have to try these variations here. 720, second and also 720. If you remove this, that doesn't affect the output. Because you are printing just after the loop. Everything you have to understand, Puta. Otherwise, it will. That's why people are telling Python is difficult because they are trying to buy hard Python. That cannot be done. Even without writing a single code, you can't face the examination. So that doesn't going. That will not help. You have to practice. You have to do mistakes. By doing mistakes only, you have to practice. Okay, I have done various things. What do you have to do now? Apply all these things and try to do more mistakes, right? By doing more mistakes, you can understand it. So now you know how to do this one. Okay, what about these two? Can you quickly tell the method? So the opposite of this one, whatever I have used, so this one, the opposite of this one, opposite of this code. This code will print en ex9. This code will print, you know, a strict pattern like this. I just need the mirror asterisk pattern. Then what should I do? Mirror means starting from 5 asterisks, then likewise. Yes, now you should know how to change this. I need suggestion from you. Maybe your suggestions may create new mistakes, but that doesn't matter. So how to change this? The question is, I just want to print this pattern. I'm asking how to change this code to print the mirror image of this. Yes. Hello.
So, mm,
So is there something called an inverse in this? No, right?
No. No easy
Is
methods.
there option?
No
No,
easy
right?
methods.
make
No easy
that
methods.
to
You have to use your knowledge. Nothing new. If
to
it is
make
new, I'll.
that to 5, right?
Sorry.
Z to 5.
Which one?
Z.
Z to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Z to 5. If you make Z to 5, you will get this kind of results.
There's no change.
You get additional space here. Because 5
Okay,
minus
then make
5
it Z
is
to 4.
0. 5 minus 5 is 0. Then you'll get 0 asterisk occurrence.
Z to 5 and 6 minus Z.
Z to 5 and 6 minus Z will increase one more step. And it will give
Yeah, we need one more, right?
it will
1,
give
2,
one
3,
more
4,
step.
5.
The sixth line.
But no need because we need 5 only enough. Then so keep it as it
No,
is.
sir. Adjustment must be done in the print line, right? Because
Uh, Adjustment must be done in the print
to
line.
print it
Okay.
the other way.
I need the other way. I need 5 or like 5 asterisks. So then 5 asterisks,
4,
4
3,
asterisks,
2, 1. Yeah.
like that. So then I'll keep this 4 and keep this 5. And I'll put something like this. I need 5 asterisks. Thinking that I'll put 5. Then what will happen? All the lines I'll get 5 asterisks. Something like this. So that is a new mistake. Likewise, you have to do mistakes.
Mm.
So think and tell me. I'm not going to tell you the answer. You have to try this. Try to edit the code. 5 asterisks, then 4.
Can you put 5 plus Z?
5 plus Z. Okay. Will give a wonderful result. Something like this. It will increase. Yes, definitely it will increase. Sorry, not increase. It will decrease by something like this.
That's also wrong. So
But anyway, that's also wrong. That wrong thing will give you some idea. So here you have asterisks in reducing pattern. So you got reducing pattern now, no? More
I have
asterisks,
to go
less
increasing
asterisks.
pattern.
then down Z equals Z plus 1. Down.
Yeah.
Under the print. Under the
No, then
print.
it will go on the other side.
Then minus. No.
Wait. I'll show you. Then if it is plus, that will always be greater than 0. Then it will never end, never end, never end, never end. So you have to do these mistakes for sure. So it will never end because then say Z, you are checking Z is
Then increase that method.
which one?
You can create a pattern.
So think. Now you got the reducing pattern. That is good.
Change it.
What happen if you remove 5 here?
Yeah, no. Put yeah.
Then it will give you like 4, 3, 2,
Make
1.
1 minus. No, 1 plus Z.
1 plus
So
Z.
take
Yeah.
it into take it into original position. The way the code works.
Okay. 1 plus Z. Now you have 5. Okay. Now you got, luckily you got something. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But you have to concern now about the spaces. Spaces you have to reduce. There's spaces here. 0 space,
Sir,
1 space, 2 space. Like,
delete that print that space area.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to edit this one now. Yes. How to edit this one?
You just delete that or just click, just put one inside that.
Sorry.
One inside those apostrophes. Yeah, inside that. Hold on. No, you erase that whole thing. Erase those apostrophes and
This one also.
yeah, even the apostrophe.
Then you will get the previous one.
Ah, yeah, now we should invert. We should turn it.
How to turn? There is no method to turn. But you have to write the algorithm. You have to increase the spaces. 0 spaces, 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space.
Then can't we individually
So
make
we
it
have to
like
write
print
another code, sir, right? We have to
So
write another code, no?
forget about this. Right? So if you think carefully, what you have done previously, you have done this. You had 5 minus z, and that has given you, right? Here you can see reducing number of spaces, reducing number of spaces, and increasing number of asterisks. What's the reverse of this? Reducing number of spaces, increasing number of asterisks. What's the reverse of this? Reverse of this means increasing number of asterisks and reducing number of spaces.
yes, sir.
So can't you do something like this? Can't you do something like this? You put Z here because it is increasing number of asterisks. You put 5 minus Z here, the reducing number of spaces. So then what will happen? You'll get this result.
Oh lol.
So if you
But still,
increase, if you want to
yes,
increase the number of steps, just put Z plus 1 as you said. So then it will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all. So you have to interchange these two. මේ දෙක මාරු කරාම හරියන්නේ නේද? ඒකනේ වෙන්න ඕන spaces. You have to increase the number of spaces, sorry, number of asterisks. You have to increase and then reduce one by one. Z will anyway go in the reducing pattern. Z start from the large number and go in reducing pattern here. Starting from a large number and go to 0. It's going to 0. Then 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 likewise. Or you can start Z from 5. And you can put Z there. Then 5 to 0. 5 to 0, it's reducing. So 5 to 0, it's reducing. Asterisk. But here, 5 minus 0 will be 5. 5 minus 1, 5 minus 2. Likewise, since Z is here, first one will be 5 minus 5. Because Z is 5. Then 0 spaces. The second one will be 5 minus 4. Then 1 space, 5 minus 3. 2 space, 5 minus 2. Then 3 spaces, 5 minus 1. 4 spaces, 5 minus 0. 5 spaces. That is basically 5 minus Z. So this part you have to do, you have to think. I can't do this for you. But this part you have to think. Or you can put 4 minus Z or something. So if you want to ignore the last line, because that is space, that is unnecessary, not required. You can, if you want to reduce that not required line, so that means 5 minus 5 is not needed. 5 minus 5 is not needed. So you can use like 6 minus 5, then it will be only 1, right? But here you can see 6 minus 5 will be only 1, but we add in 2 more spaces. Right. Here also you have 1 space. So what about 4 minus Z? Then it will be minus 1. So how to change that? How to eliminate the last line? How to eliminate the last line? Last line will be space into, yeah, space into 5 minus, this one will be 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 spaces. 5 spaces, no asterisks. So you can say this as 1. Then the 0th step will be removed. So likewise, you have to do, repeat and understand. Learn by the example, practice, learn by practicing. It's very important in Python. That's why I have given these exercises. So, but in case if I explain all these things to you, what will happen? You will never think, right? So I just don't want to stop you thinking. I just want to increase your thinking power. So how should I do this? මේක කොහොමත් ඔයාලා හදාගන්න ඕන. Really required. Right? Maybe you have to do, I think you have to practice a lot. With the current situation, I think you have to practice a lot. Okay, can you try these two along? Or do you need my help again? These two?
We can try, sir. We can.
I have to write.
No, we can. Which and which?
So these two, last two, you have two remaining.
Okay, we'll do.
You have to do. Right? You
No,
have
yeah,
to
we'll
do.
do.
Right? You have to do actually. So
have
this
to
is
do.
same. This is same as this. Here you can see. This is same as this. This one, let's copy this one and this one closer to the closer location. You can see both are same. What's the difference? Spaces, same pattern.
Space.
Here
Yeah.
after asterisk you have space. After asterisk you have space. That's the difference.
Yup.
Right? So give a try. I think you can easily. So use the loop which is used for this one and try more. So create questions and answers. මේවාගෙන් පස්සේ ඔයාලා questions හදාගෙන හරි answers ලියන්න. So if you finish writing these questions quickly, compose new questions and do this. So, and don't compare, right? Don't compare. If you are going other classes or if your friends are going other classes, they won't do this. 100% or 200% sure most of the students won't do this, will not do this. But don't compare. They will say, okay, this will not come for the exam. Yes, I also know this will not come for the exam. But what will happen? There will be another question come for the exam. It's not this. But you can't predict that question. But you can predict the question pattern. Question pattern will be, okay, either a loop, loop inside loop, if inside loop, then loop inside if inside if. So those are the question types. For sure, anyone can give this is the on our exam guess can teachers line they can give. You will get why in the exam you will get while inside for. So you will get while and for both. So you can say for and for both. Or you will get for and while. Or you get while and while. And you will get while and if. Or you'll get for and if. Or you'll get if and if inside if. Or you'll get if and inside if you have for. So then I can say, okay, I have given the exam question. Yes, it should be something of this. වෙන මොනවද දෙන්නේම නැහැ නේ මේවා තමයි දෙන්න තියෙන්නේ. හරි. හැබැයි ඒ ටික ඔළුවට දාගන්න ඔයාලට මේවා ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්න ඕනේ. You will get something like this. For sure you will get question from this. ඕනම් දැන් ලියලා තියාගන්න. You will get a question from this. For sure. But the thing is, to understand that, you need a lot of practicing. Okay, I think you can do this alone. Right?
Yes,
can you?
sir.
Okay. Just give a try. Just give a try. And if you have any issues, you can just WhatsApp and send it to me. I got this error. So I tried a lot, but I couldn't correct. So you can send it to WhatsApp, then I can help. Right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, then with that.
Reference,
yes.
can you show the other, the FAQ ones? Yeah. 1.
You need to take print screen of this.
Yes.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Okay. With that, I'm going to stop for today.
Yep.
So I think if we need to increase the number of hours, we can do from February. But you have to tell me the time, right? Is it from 8 to 11 or some other time?
I and Yashin will discuss and put the message.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Okay. Then let's see you on next day. Please practice and send it to WhatsApp. Right?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.